You okay?
Is cocaine too much speed or something?
That's a relief.
What?
Well, you fucked up, you look like shit, but hey, no problem. All you need is a better cut of cocaine. You walking home?
I think I had enough fun for one night.
Are we having fun? Is that what we're doing? Let me know. It doesn't feel that way.
You don't know what you're talking
I know
about.
what you're doing. I know what Julian is doing.
I am not like Julian.
Very convenient. Julian's messed up. Talk to him, Clay. Julian has a problem. What makes you think you're so different?
You left. You weren't here to help
Is that what
anybody.
you want me to do? Do you want me to stay?
No, I
you want
don't.
Me to just like you, shoveling shit up my nose until it bleeds, hurting myself no matter how much my friends care?
Stop it!
I'm very romantic. We'll all go down together. I won't do it, Claire. I can't. I love you, but I am leaving as soon as I can.
Hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of the Cinebeef Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Gary Hill. With me, as usual, is Jeffrey X. Martin.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going, sir?
It's fine. I mean, we have been drought-stricken for I don't know how long, and it finally rained a relatively decent amount yesterday, so I can't really complain a whole lot. So yeah, not bad. Just still stupid hot.
So the apple crops be just fine now. See, yeah.
Look, I found a cucumber out there today that will put John Holmes to shame.
Nice.
Oh,
Just long and girthy and incredibly just we're going to have a big phallic salad this weekend. Pretty incredible.
It's long and it's strong, and it's down to get the friction on. So, fellas, yeah. That's Suzanne got the butt. Hell yeah, Suzanne's how you doing?
I'm on a lot of drugs.
Well, we're on the right show then, people. You know, we'll get to that. Oh my gosh, Suzanne, how are you? Besides being all euphoric on pharmaceuticals.
Oh, I'm just waiting for this to get better. Because I swear, I'm not going to sue these people if they fucked my shoulder up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a baseball bat. I'm going to go fuck up their shoulder so they can fucking suffer too.
Just shove it in a wall like Mel Gibson and Lethal Weapon. It fixes just fine.
Oh God, don't do that because I can see that and I get these tinges of pain. Hell, I had a dream I elbowed somebody and I woke up yelping.
Did you have a dream that you fought Gary Busey in the rain?
Oh God, no, dude! Ew, where the hell did that come from?
From Lethal Weapon in the shoulder thing, you know?
Oh yes, okay, yeah, all right. So
It's Mr.
lots of drugs.
Joshua to you.
Oh God, yeah, Mr. Joshua.
Oh my gosh! But yeah, we'll start this show the same way we start every show. I'll ask X what he's been watching lately.
God, what have I been watching lately? Let's see. We watched Alien Resurrection the other night, and I really like that movie. It is incredibly French and strange, but it's because my granddaughter is having a Disney princess birthday party in a couple of weeks. And since Disney now owns 20th Century, I figured, well, Ripley's a Disney princess, right? But she won't let me come to the birthday party wearing just some bikini briefs and a heather gray crop top. So sort of sad about that. But yeah, I watched Alien Resurrection and the Alien Director's Cut. It seems like there was something else that was worthwhile. I keep notes of everything that I watch because I'm a nerd like that. So what the fuck else was I watching? 2 seconds. Oh. Cootie had never seen the Andromeda Strain from 1971.
Oh, what?
And so we took care of that a couple nights ago. It came on Pluto TV, and I recognized it immediately. And she was just like, I have no idea what this is. And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
you need to watch this movie. So yeah, she liked it a lot. She was pulled into the story and relatively engrossed. And I'm pretty happy about that. I feel like I have righted a wrong somehow, like filled in a gap of knowledge that needed to be filled. So yeah, there was that. I was really, really happy.
Oh, that movie is like a household standard. And the book, they did a great job transferring I mean, I've read the book a couple of times. It's one of those I can go back to probably every 10, 15 years and still just enjoy. Did you see the abomination that A&E did?
No, because I don't have that much patience for Benjamin Brat.
Wow, it was. They made it into kind of a 2 or 3 part miniseries. I can't remember how long, but it was. The book was clear, cut, and concise. There is no need for any extraneous crap. So the A&E version is straight up bloated. And I think Andre Brower was in it. I think that's the only reason I decided to watch it because I like him or liked rest his soul.
But it's a procedural. It's just like a
Yeah,
regular,
it is.
straight up police procedural, except that there is a crying baby and a guy who drinks Sterno. And it all takes place underground. So yeah, pretty good stuff.
Sorry, Suzanne.
Since I've been housebound, I've just been like binging things. So I just started. I've just been running it in a loop, just because it's one of those things I can turn it on, doze off and onto. I'm rewatching the entire run of The Deadliest Catch. There's just something. Like, there's not a whole lot to follow. They're catching crab. There's lots of tension. It's still interesting enough to keep running in the background because it's like people talking around me. It's a little bit on the comforting side. And since Pat was home last week, his choice, we watched all of Firefly and Serenity, the movie. Both Deadpool movies, waiting for Deadpool and Wolverine. And I just started rewatching this. It's actually pretty good. A sitcom from the late 90s called Spin City with Michael J. Fox. And once again, just silly little thing.
Bostwick.
Yep. It's actually incredibly well written. I enjoy it. It's funny, and it's not toilet humor. I haven't seen any good toilet humor in a while. I'm gonna need to fix that tonight. I need something stupid.
It's been a while since I watched any episode of the show, but I remember Bostwick fondly, and a nice little second wind for good old Michael J. Fox there on that show, and of course the great Richard Kind on that show, who I like in
Oh,
everything.
he's great in everything he's in.
Oh yeah, cool boy.
And I like Michael Boatman. He's the gay dude, and he is. I swear to God, he's the most fleshed out, well written character because he fits that part. He's sarcastic. He's cool. He's insecure. But him and Stewart. Just because Stewart is just such an ass. Those are my two favorites.
Nice. Have you done Justified before?
No, not yet.
You should.
That's in the next run of. I've been trying to find anything like light
You should
that I
do
can just.
Justified.
I'm just doing stuff that I can, if I fall asleep, so be it, and I don't have to backtrack.
Fucking hillbilly crime stories, and there's Walton Goggins and Timothy Oliphant, so you can't complain there.
If you haven't seen it, it's on Pluto TV. I know you can on demand it and binge it. Hyperdrive is a BBC sci-fi comedy starring Nick Frost. It's really,
What?
really funny. Yeah.
Because I watched a lot of Red Dwarf. And
I like this much better than Red Dwarf.
Okay, cool. So text it to me because once again, drugs.
Understood.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, I watched a few things. Furiosa, a part of the Mad Max saga, which they should just call it Furiosa, in my opinion, instead of like spoon feeding you the Max stuff. But you get Max elements in it. The problem with this movie is, and there's a lot of issues with it. The action stuff is done really, really well. The George Millerish of it stuff is really, really well. You watch it, you're enjoying the time that you're enjoying with it. The problem is they spoon feed you the stuff from Fury Road about Furiosa's origin. Hey, look, now she's a little girl, and look, now here's the mothers. Yes, we're aware where she came from. We found this out in the first movie. I just tell you it's all over again. But once it gets going, and she's no longer a little girl anymore, it should be called Furiosa, not a Mad Max saga, because the problem is the male counterpart in the movie just reminds you of how much more you want Max in the movie, and not just this guy that kind of like reminds you of Max. And the action stuff's fine. Anna Taylor Joy is fine, if not better than Charlize Theron as Furiosa. So there's that. Chris Hemsworth is like one of your main bad guys because there's like 6 of them in this movie, of course. As the mentor is his name, I think his name is. But and the problem with Chris Hemsworth is one of his strengths. He can be very, very funny in things. This is not necessary for him to be as funny as he is. It's almost like, hey, he can do comedy. Let's put some more comedy in the film. That's doesn't really work and is not really needed in this Furiosa picture. But yeah, anybody else watch Furiosa? Did they enjoy it or have thoughts?
I
No.
haven't seen it yet. We are
Yeah.
not helping you at all.
No, we're not.
No. Oh, that's okay, but it's like 2.5 hours, and you start to feel it in certain parts. And I recommend you see it, but I can see why it didn't do very well. It's a maxless, but not maleless prequel, and wasn't really necessary. I have to agree with Lee Russell, my brother on Last Call of Torchies, that it wasn't. If it was you could watch it, but it didn't feel necessary. So it's kind of like the first waste of a George Miller film ever, and it kind of I felt kind of bad after that. I don't know why, but it's strange. It's very strange. What else did I watch? Damn, I should have wrote this stuff down too. See, uh,
Yeah.
yeah, for no reason at all. I watched Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 because one morning at work when I was waiting for 3 hours for something to come, I said, hey, I'm going to start watching Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. And then I succeeded at that. And first one is still very, very enjoyable. The second one, I have almost the same problems I have with it as I did before. It's just I enjoyed the third act more than I used to. Uh, just for little moments, I still think it was overbloated. That third act where she finds Bill's house and she's spending time with the kid, and it just takes too long to get going. But a lot more gratuitous flute playing in Kill the Volume 2, and I love the one scene to where she's napping with the kid. They're watching Shogun Assassin, and she has to leave the kid, and it's kind of understood to say, you know what, I will kill your father now. No hard feelings, kid. But you know what, it does happen with the 5 finger palm death punch or whatever the fuck she does to Bill at the end of that movie, and succeeded. Uh, doesn't need to go any further than that, but they're supposedly making the further adventures of Beatrix and BB, if you will, the little girl's name. But whenever that's gonna happen. But,
I hope
still,
not.
well, we'll see where they go with it. I would love to see because you got a little bit of anime in the first Kill Bill with good old Red Ishii. It's still a badass character. Um, but you got some anime in that. And I would hope for maybe Tarantino to direct some kind of anime of the further adventures of BB in Beatrix Kiddo, just to see where that would go. Not a full length saga 3 hour whatever the fuck Quentin Tarantino's making now movie. I don't need it in my life. That's personal thoughts.
I
Um,
found out an interesting tidbit about Kill Bill Volume 1
yep,
when it's the girl with the spiked ball
yep.
is the little girl from Battle Royale.
Some battle royale. Yes, she is.
I'm like, how the hell did I not know that? Where the hell have I been? Am I dumb? Did I just find that out? How did I not recognize that face?
Yeah, Go is that bitch from Battle Royale too. She plays the I forget her name, but she was like the heel that was gonna poison everybody. In yeah, every man for himself, though, I guess, in that situation. Um, besides that, I rewatched Doctor Giggles for no reason on because Joe Bob played it, and why not? It's fucking Doctor Giggles. It's right there in the title. It gives me the giggles. It gives me the warm and fuzzy feelings because is it really stupid? Yes, but Larry Drake in that movie played the ham so well with all this stupid shit going on in it. Stomach pumping the woman and putting the giant band-aid on the person's face. All this silly, stupid shit. But you know what? Much like Robert Durant in Darkman and every other role he ever played, he owned it. And that's one thing that Larry Drake was really, really good at, was just owning whatever skin he was in and whatever project he was in. And this is why Dr. Giggles works. It's just true, Ugh. So fucking funny though. Still, I can't stand it.
I haven't seen since it came out on VHS.
Oh, it's delightful. It's on Shudder right now. I would recommend you go check it out as we watch. And if you do it for anybody, do it for Dougie Doug, who lasts about 20 minutes in that movie. And bless Doug E. Doug. We'll do a Doug E. Doug retrospective one day. We'll do Dumbo Drop, and we'll do Cool Runnings. A Doug E. Doug Disney double feature that I happen to love. Okay, yeah.
No, Eight-Legged Freaks.
Eight-Legged Freaks is good too. Yeah. Have we done that though? I don't remember. I have to go back.
Done so much over the last.
I had to.
The last few decades.
I don't think we have though. Have done it like.
No, I don't think. I know I haven't done it on anything.
It's fun though. David Arquette and what's the girl?
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, she's young. I'm thinking about
she's like 12.
I'm thinking of the adult tart. Is it Kari? Kari Warriors in that movie?
Oh, the franchise killer Kari Warrior. Yeah.
don't talk about Beastmaster 2 like that. Come on now.
Beastmaster, Hellraiser. Put Kari Warrior in one of your franchise movies and it's sure to go straight to hell.
That's got Wings Hauser and Sarah Douglas in it, so I don't want to hear nothing bad about Beastmaster 2. Just holding it down.
All right.
I am Dar. It's all said.
I am Dar. These are my favorites. I am Dar.
Hey,
you are only.
I wanted Ferris for a long time, and then I went to my buddy's house who had Ferris one time, and they are some of the smelliest, freest creatures you ever want to have in all your life. They just smell like piss, and you don't want that in your life. They're just ferrets. Oh my gosh. But here tonight, we're going to get really immature tonight about a real serious problem. We're going to go into the Brat Pack oeuvre of films. Brat Pack adjacent, Brat Pack in effect, whatever, and talk about their substance abuse problems. With St. Elmo's Fire from 1985. Bunch of drunks, these people having sex with each other. And Less Than Zero, bunch of stone motherfuckers having sex with each other. So yeah, we're gonna get right to it with the, I guess, the happier one, I guess, because it comes first in the timeline here. 1985's St. Elmo's Fire, burning in all of us like a bad case of ED. Right in the trailer. Burning in me.
I can't remember who met who first, or who fell in love with who first. All I can remember is the seven of us always together.
Well, it's not just infatuation, Kevin. She's not just a girl. She's the only evidence of God that I can find on this entire planet.
Where did you meet Wendy again?
Prison.
Hi, Felicia. How you doing? Me? Oh, it ain't easy being me.
You know all those nights we stayed up talking? How come you never made a pass at me?
I'm gonna get you a red, lacy baby doll nightgown.
Alec, I'm very happy in your old pajamas.
Oh, I'm happy when you're out of my old pajamas.
Alec is becoming a Republican and he wants to get married. Oh my God.
Do you ever feel like you're not accomplishing anything at all?
I think I'm in touch with that emotion.
You're not gonna believe how out of hand it's gonna be.
St. Elmo's Fire from 1985. Real cheap plot synopsis here. A group of friends just out of college struggle with adulthood. This is directed by Joel Schumacher. and written by Joel Schumacher and Carl Kurlander. Your big stars, and there's a lot of them in this movie. Demi Moore makes her Brat Pack debut, perhaps. I'm not sure if About Last Night came first. I don't even care at this point. As Jules, our whiner number one. Rob Lowe as Billy Hicks, our saxophone playing whiner. Angel McCarthy, the pitiful whiner. Uh, Emilio Estevez as Kirby Keeger. Sounds fucking terrible. Or Keger, whatever the fuck it is. Another fucking Kager. I'm sorry. Judd Nelson.
Don't know that. Don't know how to pronounce that character's last name.
I loved Emilio Estevez. This is just an exception.
Kirby Kegels. There you go.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
There we go.
You don't know be called that, so it's okay. Judd Nelson as yuppie douchebag. Alec. Ali Sheedy as that girl who can't decide which man she wants to fuck. Leslie in this movie. Redeemable character Mare Winningham as Wendy in this movie.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that.
Martin Balsam classing up this picture right here as her dad, and Joyce Van Patten as her mom. Andy McDowell as white girl's named Dale. Come on now. Dale Bieberman, Kirby's obsession. Jenny Wright, who we just talked about in the last show, as Felicia. Bye, Felicia. I just thought it was just now. Blake Clark shows up in this film was Wally. So go Blake Clark. I love that actor. We're gonna go right to this. White folks with problems. X, I'm gonna let you handle this first, and then Susanna go into her whole rant and rave here.
Yeah, I think Suzanne has more to say about this than I do. St. Elmo's Fire is so Schumacher, and Joel Schumacher movies are basically Hallmark movies, except people can say the F word. So, this happened last episode with the wildlife, but I don't like a single character in this entire film. Emilio Estevez is some sort of abhorrent, deranged stalker. Demi Moore has bad interior design taste. Rob Lowe finally gets to pop Ware Minningham's cherry, and then he leaves town. So after all that personal drama, we have this third act that involves climbing onto a balcony and getting a blowtorch. That's seriously overblown, people. The best part for me about this movie was seeing the newscaster from RoboCop as the rich guy that Estevez worked for a cup of coffee. Also, there is so much smoking in this movie. Now, I understand it was 1985, but everybody has at least 4 lit cigarettes in their hand at the same time. And there's so much sax on the soundtrack. It's gratuitous sax. But the saxophone is honestly my least favorite musical instrument, and you barely see Rob Lowe without one. I'm surprised he didn't try to fuck Mare Winningham with a goddamn mouthpiece. So even when I saw this in the theater, I knew that I didn't relate to any of those people. They weren't me. I was never going to be a yuppie, and I knew it. I didn't want to be. I didn't have a coke problem because I couldn't fucking afford one. So, I don't know, St. Elmo's Chlamydia is glossy and it's unrealistic like almost every other Joel Schumacher movie. I don't like it, and I can't relate to it, and it irritates me like a razor burn on my balls.
She never meant the word fiction in certain company. God damn it. Suzanne.
Okay, at one point in time, this used to kind of be a comfort movie. And over the past probably 10-ish years, when I turn it on when I'd see it on, and I've decided I really hate these people. There's nothing here. And X did say something that would pretty much, I was thinking, he said glossy. I'm like, it's a music video. Well, I figured, I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to break down why I hate each and every character. Okay, so we've got Alec. Don't give me that Democrat bullshit. That boy was a straight up young Republican, and who the fuck gets a job like that right after college? And who the fuck gets apartments like that right after college? Are you fucking kidding me? That shit don't fucking happen. And I know you called Wendy redeemable. she's at least you can somewhat relate to her, but oh come on, I'm calling bullshit on it because her parents are loaded, and that's probably she's got two friends that dress really well. Why don't they take the girl shopping, get her a nice pair of jeans?
Because she likes shawls, Suzanne.
Shawls and bad fuzzy pink sweaters. I mean, maybe it's a kink thing for some people, but they my problem once again with Joel Schumacher coming where he came from. He had this
It was his
idea.
Ed Wood homage.
But she's like this froofy little, or sorry, frumpy. I don't even know how to even describe it any further than that, but completely unrealistically, no, she's not redeemable. And
tits.
yeah, I don't really like her, and I just don't see how these people maintain any sort of friendship with her because she's so different from them. And then we can get into Billy, good old sax playing Billy Hicks. Hey, here's where I have some issues. All right, you see them strolling out all in their graduation gowns. How the fuck did he get into Georgetown and for what? He's married, he has a kid. He obviously, with as terrible as his job resume is, how and what did he go to school for? It doesn't make any sense to me. I do not understand whatsoever how the fuck he was at Georgetown and how the hell he even graduated with all the fucking problems that he had, including being married with child. Leslie, for me, it's kind of a shame because she's literally just there. She provides absolutely nothing. She's literally just a piece of candy that has no nutritional value whatsoever. Her character is fucking pointless. She doesn't exert any kind of personality. She's pretty much just kind of she's there for Alec to jump off of. You know what I mean? I know what I'm trying to say, but drugs. And then we get into Kevin, who this is going to be a fun one. I hate Andrew McCarthy. I can't stand him. I can't stand his face. He's just always got that. He's such a fucking goody. I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. Always has this kind of smarmy ass way about him in every damn thing he's in. This movie is no different. And Kirby, I always liked Emilio Estevez. This was, he's kind of a non-entity to me in this movie as well. He's just there. He doesn't, the whole Dale Beaverman thing, I really think was stupid. I really don't see any point to that interaction whatsoever. And Jules, all right, yeah. Everybody has a friend who gets a job in foreign finance right after college and gets a massive fucking apartment like that with a goddamn pink Billy Idol painted on the fucking wall. I don't think so. And not to mention the coke habit of a fucking Colombian drug lord. These people are fucking awful. There's no way these people could have ever existed, and having them exist all in the same group, it's like some weird rift. Thank God, never happened. I really have lost. I just, over subsequent viewings and watching it maybe with a little bit more of a critical eye, I don't like anybody in this movie. I think I just don't enjoy it anymore. It was actually painful to sit through it last night. It's garbage people with unimaginative lives that could never happen because in DC, no less, and their main hangout is a bar. I call bullshit on the whole thing. And yes, it is a music video. It's very pretty to look at. But once again, style, substance is in the negatives.
Can I throw in one more thing that may add to your dislike of this film?
Sure.
The moral beacon of the entire story is a black sex worker. Now, if that's not some stereotypical bullshit, I don't know what is. Just, the hooker with the heart of gold.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Got to have the hooker with a heart of gold. It's, hey, we could check that one off. But the other thing, it's like, and you'll believe me, we'll hear about this more with the next movie. Seeing Andrew McCarthy kiss anybody just makes me sick to my stomach. It's just gross. All right. And thank you, X. I do appreciate that.
You're welcome. What do you
Coming
think,
soon
Gary
to the
Hill?
show. Coming soon to the show, Mannequin. Come on now, Oh my gosh. No, this I never watched this film. I've heard the song on the radio, that the great John Parr song that Suzanne hates, that I think is actually I really like it, even though the movie is kind of terrible. But I never saw the film. And people have always come down on me saying, like, you never seen Sonoma Spire? I was like, it always seems so fucking vanilla for me. Do you know where I'm from? Like you guys say, you guys can't relate to any of these fucking people. And I still can't. I still can't relate to any people in this movie. That's not my big problem with the film. It's just that the characters you guys mentioned, you know, they're deplorable. It's just that there's no really redemption factor here. I mean, I mentioned that Wendy, the Mary Winningham character, being like one of the ones to have somebody you feel sorry for because she works in a welfare office, and I've known folks who work in a welfare office. You gotta have much more of a spine to work in a welfare office than she does, because she just was like, like she had no strength left, and I was like, well, no, honey, um, Billy, her lover, her baby daddy. I think personally, Martin Balsam would put up with that shit. I'm just gonna throw it out there. You needed that role. You needed Robert Loggia from Over the Top, just to yell at Rob Lowe's face. You're not taking my boy. Just scream in his face. A little more gravelly than Martin Balsam classing it up, and I do enjoy seeing.
You son of a bitch. Sorry, that's my best Robert Loggia.
And that's fine. It's fine. Suzanne mentioned, her hatred for Andrew McCarthy burns deep, much like St. Elmo Spire burning in her. I would keep saying that all over. Just keep saying it, And I can see why, in this one, total douche, better than everybody. Less than zero, total douche, still better than everybody. But we'll talk about that later. Emilio, Kirby's love for the good doctor there was unwarranted and unwanted, but he still kept trying to go for it. And she was just trying to have sex in that cabin. He ruined that too. So, good job, Kirby, fucking dickhead. And then the love triangle between Kevin, Alec, and Leslie. Why pick Ali Sheedy in this situation? I don't know. It should have been Jules, should have been Demi, myself. But yeah, people bitch about Breakfast Club, like not being related to Breakfast Club and the characters and all. But at least those people show vulnerability. The only person that showed vulnerability in this film is Jules, the Demi Moore character, and that's when she had fucking bottomed it, took all her fucking furniture and shit. And I guess she was high, in her apartment, locked in her apartment with something against the door, and of course, they saved the day because they're, white friends stick together, I guess, to save the day with a blowtorch and a fire extinguisher. But at least, out of all these things, you did get the New Breed band and fucking good old Billy Hicks playing the saxophone, and I think deep down inside, when I see Rob Lowe and things that were around this time, The Outsiders, not so much Youngblood. I still really enjoy Youngblood. I just would rather have the Chris Traeger, the Rob Lowe from the Atkins commercial now than the Rob Lowe that we have back here. I don't know why.
I'll say one thing about Billy Hicks. He ain't no Tim Capello.
Like he's wearing a shirt, for Christ's sakes. If Rob Lowe was shirtless with grease all over him, he might be a competitor.
And he was a fucking bodybuilder, maybe.
So both Schumacher films, we need a Capello Lowe face-off, a saxophone off, if you will, and just to see who can sport it so well. And I think Capello, between Lost Boys and the last the One of the Living video, the Tina Turner, the other song from Thunderdome, that video, I think down. He just does. You want to know why? Suzanne? Because he still believes at the end of the day. Yeah. I'll still believe. Oh,
Oh God.
It's his saxophone, like he's trying to strangle it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but this is what I expected it to be. This very vanilla look at adulthood, filled with rich assholes, and I guess I got what I wanted. I guess from St. Elmo's Fire. I will still listen to the great John Parr song, and I'll remember fonder days of when I just do the John Parr song and not the film. So there's St. Elmo and all of his fire, and yeah. God, what an asshole! I'm looking at the IMDb trailer right now. Just looking at Judd Nelson's going to slap his face. Ugh.
What were you wanting to get from St. Elmo's Fire? Sick?
Well, I wanted my records back for one thing, because she's taken all the good records, and she could have the. This was his biggest problem with that breakup, that she was taking all the good records.
Well, the Springsteen doesn't leave the house.
Because 80s, you can't take the good records, bruh. Come on.
I've been fighting for any Duran Duran stuff, but that's just me.
Oh, it would be a knockdown drag out if any Duran Duran left my house.
There you go.
Oh my gosh! But that's my thoughts on St. Elmo's Fire. It's just there, and I'm glad the hour and 50 minutes are over. I can say I saw it now, so there's that. The initial shock has gone away that I've seen St. Elmo's Fire.
Yeah, that initial shock just kind of becomes like this throbbing, dull pain in the back of your head after a while, and soon you can ignore it and just forget it ever happened.
Yeah, I can honestly say that's probably the last time I'll ever watch that movie.
Well, I think all of our St. Elmo's Fires are kind of like our Guapos from Three Amigos. My El Guapo is my sauntering rage issues on occasion. So and yeah, no sewing Mexicans in this movie, so that makes me sad. Could have made Mare Whittingham some better clothes, right, Suzanne? No.
Yeah, like I said, a little too frumpy for the 80s. Come on.
Yeah. Well, she was dressing down because she wanted to look poor. Okay.
Oh God.
She was popping tags. She was thrift shopping.
Oh God.
She's got plenty of money in her pocket.
I mean, my God, she was dressing like she was gonna go out and milk the cow and churn butter.
She will wear your granddad's clothes, Suzanne. Is all I'm saying about that.
Mm-hmm. Smells like piss.
That sweater smells like butterscotch. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Piss is original.
On that, hey, you know what? I love old man candy in that sense. That the Werther's originals are good to me.
Oh God, those little cinnamon discs.
Yeah, I like those.
Oh yeah, my grandmother always had those.
And the strawberry bonbons.
Coffee.
I get those.
But I digress.
Okay.
Oh, we talk other things that's not St. Elmo's Fire in the St. Elmo's Fire review. So that's how I can tell that we're bored of white people. And yeah, 1 out of 10. What do you give it, brother?
1, simply for the presence of Andy McDowell.
Okay, Suzanne.
I'm gonna be a little generous here. I'm jumping it up to a 5 just because before I really started being critical with it, I did enjoy it, and now it really just sucks. So fuck, make it a 3.
It's a fairy tale for wankers.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It may as well be a fairy tale because none of this shit could ever exist, even in the 80s. I don't care.
Even the poster looks like a bunch of assholes sitting there in front of the Elmo's Fire. I'm at a 4. I enjoyed it enough to say, hey, I watch this, but I never watch it again. But the St. Elmo's Fire, that hand in motion is still burning in me. I guess because the song is so good. And
a 3 and a 4? Boy, am I the Scrooge of this episode.
No, it's okay. We'll show more love next review. Which we're gonna go down literally and become male prostitutes, and we're gonna get into that and a whole lot of drugs with Less Than Zero from 1987. right after this trailer. Time, time, time.
Clay is coming home from college, home to Beverly Hills,
Who's he going with? Nobody.
and to his two closest friends.
Do you ever think about me?
All the time.
Well, you've been away for a long time. I've met a lot of new and interesting people.
This is great. The three of us together again, seeing you.
Home to the rich,
How's MIT?
It's weird and stimulating.
All you have to do is relax. I'm gonna pay you back. All you need to do is trust me.
I don't want to trust you, Julian. I just want my 50K, all right?
the beautiful,
You don't look happy.
But do I look good?
and the out of control.
I think Julian's in a lot of trouble.
This cannot go on forever. You owe me a lot of cash.
What's going on? I'm serious.
He disappears, nobody knows where, and then he comes back like nothing ever happened.
You've been busting your butt for Julian since day one, and it's a waste of time.
Do whatever I can. I'll do whatever it takes.
Where is he?
What? Leave us alone.
Julian! Everyone is accountable.
Make me understand, Julian. I really want to understand.
Sometimes you can have anything in the world your heart desires, except the way it used to be. Andrew McCarthy, Robert Downey Jr., Jamie Gertz, James Spader.
Check me out. I'm gonna make a serious comeback.
Great.
Less than zero.
Less Than Zero from 1987. Much shorter than Let's Say Elmo's Fire, so it's got that going for it. Your cheap plot synopsis is this. A college freshman returns to LA for the holidays at his ex-girlfriend's request, so it's kind of like Streets of Fire, but discovers that, that his former best friend has an out-of-control drug habit. I'm making jokes already about this very serious problem that's happening in this movie. This is directed by Marek Kanipska, if I pronounce that correctly, who hasn't given us very much except for a few, mostly foreign things, and a Naked Eyes video, if you remember what that band is. Writers, Bret Easton Ellis wrote the book. Marley Payton wrote the screenplay. I think that's how this goes. Doesn't really matter at this point. Stars Andrew McCarthy once again as Clay, Jamie Gertz as Blair, Robert Downey Jr. as Julian, James Spader as Rip, Tony Bill as Bradford Easton, Nicholas Pryor as Benjamin Wells. Ooh, there's more people. Oh my gosh, lots of white folks with problems. It also features, and I forgot all about this because they were in Thrash and in this movie apparently. Flea and Anthony Kiedis, probably the rest of the Chili Peppers too, playing at a party. So there's that. Back in their fun, putting socks on their dick phases. You know, that was the fun Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
But speaking of stuff that's not so fun, it's Less Than Zero. So there's a lot more serious themes going on in this movie than in the other one. You know, real stakes. So that's a nice change of pace for this show. X, I'll let you kick it off again, brother. Less Than Zero. What do you think, my friend?
First of all, I want to know who in the listening audience out there got champagne in the bottle when they graduated high school while on school grounds. Nobody.
Not I.
Except these folks, they sure did. So we go from that to Los Angeles, and there's drugs, and there's sex, and there's bad decisions, and everything looks like a fucking Miami Vice episode. So I guess that's a good thing. But Robert Downey Jr.'s character in this movie is Gollum. He sneaks around. He shows up at people's places uninvited. He breaks into their houses looking for the precious, the money, the cocaine, whatever. So that's it. He's a friggin' deformed hobbit. McCarthy's character is this moralistic, whiny boy. His delivery is always uninspired and boring. And when he tries to sound threatening, it seems like he's giving an Algebra 101 lecture. Sometimes he raises his voice like he's mad, but it just sounds like he's trying to disguise a particularly egregious fart. Now, I know he's the beacon of goodness in this movie, but Jesus Christ, it doesn't work. He's just like this Dudley Do-Right, among all the cokeheads and knob gobblers. But the fight scene at the party was pretty cool. I did enjoy that. But I can't get it through my head that all of this takes place 6 months after high school. That just seems awfully condensed to me, but what do I know? The big question I have about this movie revolves around the end, and this came out in 1987. It's the year I graduated high school, so I'm not even going to worry about spoiling this friggin' movie. What do you do with a dead body in a car? They never explain that. They discover the dead body in their car, and then it just goes straight to the cemetery. Like, what's the process? How do you drive back into town with a dead dude in your convertible? Where do you go first? Do you go to the cops? Do you go to the hospital? Do you just do a man with two brains and go straight to the graveyard? What do you do? That's what I wanted to know. I want to know how they got rid of that body and into that proper hands, if you will. I have not read the book, but I will tell you this. My friend Andy Burns, I'm going to throw a shout out here. He's the editor of Biff Bam Pop, which is a website that I write for. He runs a blog called City of Night, the Films of Los Angeles. It's a really interesting blog all about movies that take place in LA. He got to interview the screenwriter of Less Than Zero, Harley Payton. And Payton told him that what the producers wanted was to have an audience come to this and go, I wish I could live that life. And then by the end of the movie go, well, maybe not. And that was sort of their plan all the way through. I should have quoted that. That was an exact quote. Payton believes that he avoided that in his script for the most part because it seemed too much like Pretty in Pink. And he said, if you look at the movie now, it's pretty intense. I respectfully disagree. Now, maybe it's the way I was raised, but at no point during Less Than Zero did I think, well, shit, that looks cool. I never wanted to be in those people's shoes. That might appeal to some, but I'm a small town kind of guy. The closest I ever wanted to come to, cocaine and sex with strangers was doing the milkshake with the village people. I hated the scenes where unrealistic things happened, like let's stop my convertible Bugatti or whatever the hell it was in the middle of a bridge so we can make out while Hell's Angels drive past us. What is that? That doesn't happen. I'm so confused by this. So there's a lot of mishmash. There's a lot of moral posturing, which really doesn't come to a conclusion, and I don't like that. So here's the thing. My cat watched Less Than Zero with me. So I wasn't going to put my wife through it because I knew she'd hate it immediately. So since my cat watched it with me, I asked him what he thought of the movie, and he stared at me for a moment, and then he jumped off my lap and went to the litter box to take a shit. I'm in agreement.
I guess CD knows how to detox really well. Then see,
See, they should have called CD. CD would have known.
Yeah. CD just takes a shit when he sees me doesn't like, so it's all good.
He's probably just remembering the voice of Andrew McCarthy.
Oh God. Oh man, this movie, it's again much better than the first movie we discussed just now. For the sense of, you have this again, like I said, the time frame is not realistic enough, even with the gray washed out flashbacks. Because then you got three high school friends, Clay, who's together with Blair, who are friends with Julian, and she chooses not to go to college. So she stays there to support Julian, whatever Julian has going on. Apparently, he's gonna be big shit in the music industry, and it never really happens. So why not cocaine? And why not fucking each other? Until you get caught by Clay. Then Clay says, you love blah blah blah. It's a big whatever. How do you do? And I can't. I've dealt with a lot of addicts in my time, so that makes my critiquing of this film a lot harder, because I have known folks like Julian, who not as cool as Julian pre-cocaine, but like people that you loved, that you felt sorry for, because there's a whole scene in this film where he's detoxing, and Blair, our walking carpet of this film, Jamie Gertz, has a whole kit for his detoxing. Oh, the bucket's underneath the sink and yada 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 yada. Like she's ready for this. She's seen this before, but yet she's in love with the lifestyle. Apparently, she doesn't want to leave. So what does she do? She calls Clay on the phone to come home for Christmas and to help her with her problem child, that is Julian. After he finds them in bed together and doesn't want to talk to them anymore. So
Yeah, well, that lasted a month.
It lasted a month. It did, but the whole idea of him feeling, like he's higher than everybody, Clay, is bullshit because once he starts going to these clubs and stuff, and starts hanging out with Blair again, he kind of forgets that his friend's a fucking coked out fucking poobah, and says, okay, well, let's party. This is what I'm here for Christmas and for partying apparently, and so he becomes an even bigger asshole than before, in my opinion, because he forgets why he's there. While you had this ex lover who's begging you to help you, begging for you to help her, with this friend, and I don't give a fuck, what it is. Let's say I had a girlfriend and I went away, and X was fucking my girlfriend. I don't care what kind of hatred we have. If my friend was in this kind of spot, I'd be concentrating on helping this person, not concentrating on give me the nightlife. I wouldn't be thinking about that. But that's just me being a human being. These are deplorable characters in a movie. Blah blah blah. Anyway, realest person in the movie, James Spader is Rip, is living the life of the 80s LA douchebag. He's fucking selling drugs. He's fucking having fucking wild parties. His hair's slicked back. He's wearing a sweater in LA weather for no reason at all. He's living his best life. He just knows he wants his money back from Pearl Julian there, and he's willing to sell his ass into fucking male prostitution to get that dollar bill, y'all. And yeah. So realest guy in the film is Rip. I love Spader in this movie because he's like the realest person in the whole film. The other ones, they got their shit together at all. This guy has got his shit together. Deplorable fucking drug dealing bastard, but he's got his shit together. If that makes any sense to anybody.
He has a solid business plan.
Yes.
He knows his clientele.
And he also knows that he's been floating you for a long time, and he really wants his money back. And also, he wants his money back, and at the same time, he needs his money back, and he's going to get it. Because that's every other line that Spader has in the movie.
Yeah. Again, he's keeping it real. He's keeping it real. These other folks.
Keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah, but it's going right for him though. He's making his money.
Hell yeah, it is.
He's chasing his paper as an '80s person, would get. I mean, he's got a swanky ass fucking house. He's got a fucking goon to be his fucking his male madam. Just fucking go sell that ass to motels. So he's got the hookup. It's just if you got the money to pay for it or not. And
pimping ain't easy.
Pimping is not easy. No, it is not. So if it sounds like I'm siding with Spader, in a lot of ways, you watch Lesson Zero, you kind of got to, because our very Donnie has been shot ending to them driving in a car, instead of going to the hospital to make sure their friend's not all fucked up, they say, hey, let's go for a ride up the coast. No wonder he's fucking dead. That's a spoiler for the end of this movie. Julie does not survive the end of this movie. He dies going for a bye-bye car ride with his former friends, and now he's fucking dead. So where do they go from here? Do we really care? I don't really think so. It's not going to be really negative about this film. I did enjoy my time with it, although you don't feel well after you watch it, obviously, because of all the stuff that happens. But you get great LA locations in this movie. A lot of covers for no reason. The main one that people know is the improvement, I think, on Hazy Shade of Winter. Although I'm a Simon and Garfunkel fan, but I'm a Bengals fan too. So you got Susanna Hoffs just shredding that guitar, playing this song. I'm there for it. But if you want to hear band covers, let me give you a list. Rock and Roll All Night, done by Poison, and I'm a Poison fan. Don't go check that out.
Please don't. It's awful.
Yes.
God.
The Rock and Pneumonia and the Boogie Woogie Flu, performed by Aerosmith. Don't go check that out. Inagata Devita, performed by Slayer. Don't go check that out.
Maybe go check that out.
Yeah, it's really it's not great, but it's not like Poison bad.
I am grateful that at the end of this film, you get to hear "Life Fades Away" by Roy Orbison, which is a perfect, song apparently written by Glenn Danzig and Roy Orbison. So it was a brand new Roy Orbison, but he didn't let Glenn Danzig sing this song. So in a way, you got a proper ending to this film, I guess, with some sad Roy Orbison action. Um, but yeah, the film itself is I do enjoy it. I do, but for a lot of the reasons I'm talking now to say, hey, this is still white folks are problems. How am I going to relate to them? But then you see a guy like Rip, who's some would call the villain of this movie. I would not. He's just doing his job as a pimp slash drug dealer and saying, you know what, this motherfucker owes me money. But fucking let him fucking hang out of my fucking house and just stare at. If I was in his position, okay, if he owed me $50,000 and I had to fucking look at this fucking high schmuck hang out of my fucking house all the time, I would have threw his ass off the fucking balcony months ago. Okay, but that's just me talking. But go
No.
go
I agree. I agree.
go Spader in this movie. Suzanne, I know you weren't feeling well, baby. Anything I want to say personally about this film, you can go ahead, baby.
All right, yeah. Honestly, it's another one of those dregs from the '80s. Just it hasn't aged well, and I have to admit, I watched it when it came out. No, did not feel the need to be any of those people. But let's go back to my extreme hatred of Andrew McCarthy, and let me be the first to say, during those really horrible sex scenes with Jamie Gertz, ew, that was some nasty shit. I literally turned my head because I'm like, I can't look at him. If I see his tongue in her mouth one more time, I'm probably gonna vomit. And I will admit, my favorite character in this movie is Rip as well, because as Gary said, he is the most real of all of them. Yeah, I think we've all known a few of that type. Just leaving that sit there, type. So, yeah, Julian, I think this was it. Basically, I think this was filmed during Robert Downey Jr.'s massive drug use days. So I'm not sure if that's acting or if he's really fucked up, which kind of adds a little.
I was gonna say it kind of feels kind of semi-autobiographical in a sense in time of life he was at.
Yeah. So I mean, I have to admit, I think that Robert Downey Jr. did a fantastic job as Julian. I think, and once again, it obviously was experience as to why he played that so well. And Andrew McCarthy, it's like he plays one role. He is just that smarmy, goody goody, just gotta be the moral high ground for everyone to look up at. And he is very good at that, but I can't stand it. It's greasy, it's fake, it's him. How the fuck are you gonna fix a $50,000 problem, bitch? You're in college. And I really highly doubt your family's gonna cough up that change for you to help your stupid friend who's gonna be dead anyway. So once again, for me, it's just bad. I'm sure that they're in LA and Beverly Hills, all the rich kids, yeah, they probably had those kind of problems, and I kind of agree with X. Fucking, I graduated in '90. There's no way in hell they were going to give us champagne bottles on school grounds.
I will give Andy McCarthy credit though. He does have that aside with Julian Clay with Julian, to where he tells him, what if you do get this money, you just start all over again. So that paints a picture of an addict right there pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta give him credit for that.
Now Rip knew exactly. No, it's false. You'll get clean. You'll be back. Repeat customer. Come on. You know the way it works. You know how everything is going to go. So there's really, it was only going to end tragically. Like I said, it's standard Bret Easton Ellis. I've read several of his books, and he's very good at writing vapid characters who do interesting things. I mean, take a look at American Psycho if you've read it, or even the movie. Vapid character, interesting things.
He's got a decent podcast too, by the way. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Alrighty, I was surprised, not surprised to see him in the Bratz documentary. So, and he kind of looks like what I thought he was going to look like. So there's that. But it's, for me, once again, we're back to, and this explains a lot, the music video look of the mid '80s. So many movies fell into that. I mean, you could be telling a compelling story, but my God, even X said it looks like an episode of Miami Vice. It looks like a music video. And at least the music in this movie was better than the last one, so there's that, other than that fucking Poison song. But yeah, it's not aged well. I mean, it hasn't, and for me, once again, I'm back in fairy tale category. It's a fairy tale because, you know, how many people actually get to grow up with that lifestyle of having parents that literally don't give a shit what you're doing with that much money and you can do whatever you want. And I think it's the Corvettes. So, yeah, where the hell does that come from? It's a fairy tale. It's, it's unrealistic, which, hey, it's a movies. Of course, things should be unrealistic. But the fact that they're trying to push it is like the cocaine shit from the 80s, I don't buy it. Same thing with St. Elmo's Fire. Don't buy that shit either. You don't get a fucking apartment that big in DC out of college. Don't blow that much smoke up my ass. But yeah, I honestly think the sex scenes would have been hotter if it was Jamie Gertz and James Spader. Just my thoughts, because Andrew McCarthy, once again, ew.
The sex scenes would have been hotter if it had been Jamie Gertz and Mayor Winningham from St. Elmo's.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes, indeed. Is she wearing the sweater, though? I need to know if she's wearing the sweater or not.
Sweater stays on.
That sweater.
Sweater stays on, Suze, or else I'm not interested, okay?
Okay, sweater stays.
I have a grandma sweater fetish apparently, and it needs to be fulfilled by a lesbian sex scene between Jamie Gertz and Mayor Winningham.
That's why one of his favorite bands is the Cardigans.
There you go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is fine. I'm gonna give it that X. When you give less than 0, 1 to 10, any final things you want to say about it, my friend?
Like more vile things, I think I'm exhausted, but I will give it 1.5 stars just because of the soundtrack. It's both beautiful and horrid, much like life, which is not really represented in less than 0. So there you go.
It's got Rick Rubin. It's got Rick Rubin's name all over it, so you know it's going to be decent. Yeah,
it's going to have some high points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I agree that Bengals version of Hazy Shade of Winter is the superior version.
Cool. Suzanne.
Yeah, it hasn't aged well. It really hasn't. That those times have passed. I mean, it's not even like a Looking Glass, like things like Fast Times at Ridgemont High were. It's just over the top, everything excessive that you can think of because, hey, it's the 80s, excess. But it's not even. Once again, you got to have at least a little, some redeemable character. And the redeemable character in this movie is pretty awful.
Again, he keeps it real.
Yeah. Keeping it real.
Yeah, my gosh. I like it. Again, it's kind of like one of those films that you, like Wolf of Wall Street or something like that, where it's so filthy that you can only watch like every 10 years. It's like, yeah, and there's no naked anybody in this movie. You get naked Margot Robbie in Wolf of Wall Street, so I guess that wins over the two. Yeah, let's go with that.
Take the win.
Take the win. Take the coke or the crack at some point in this movie, and yeah.
I'm sorry. Dude, he's just like, we know how this works. You're going to come work for me. You're a repeat customer. And all of a sudden, one of the friggin' outrunners is there heating up a crack pipe. So funny to me. I don't know why it was so funny. It shouldn't have been, but I just rolled.
It was funny.
He didn't lose a lot of weight for a repeat cokehead either. He just kind of stayed the same weight. So that was unbelievable.
He just got more and more pasty.
I don't want Mookie, or was it Pookie, whatever Chris Rock's name was in New Jack City. I don't need that skinny, but I need somewhat skinnier, like Robert John Burke in thinner when he became really skinny,
There you go.
Yes.
Dale in The Machinist.
Oh, that's scary skinny.
Oh God, that's gross skinny.
But yeah, this is fine though. What do I give it? It's better than the last movie. So I gotta give it a 6. It's worth your time. It's just, again, deplorable human beings. Don't necessarily make a bad movie. It's just it makes it for a non-believable movie in some points in this movie. Just yeah, go rip. You got a douchebag's name, but let me tell you, you are you are keeping it real even in 1987. Spader, you rule. Uh,
I guess Rip wins the keeping it real character competition tonight.
yes, he does. He's the only one out of all these people. Uh, what was his male man's name? Bob? Was his name Bob or something? I forget
Ben.
now. Huh?
Ben?
I think it was Ben. So it began with a B, and him and that guy knew just what they understood the assignment. You had a lot of walking carpets in this movie, including Jamie Gertz and Jamie Gertz's friends, Blair. He had a lot of walking carpets in fucking St. Elmo Spire too. So amongst all those people, I needed maybe like a strong female character in these movies, not just weak ones. But yeah, that's the end of this one, and we will come back and close out the show.
Hello?
Hello, who is this?
Who are you trying to reach?
I don't know.
Oh, I think you've got the wrong number.
Do I?
I'm gonna hang up.
Wait, don't hang up. What's that noise?
Popcorn?
You're making popcorn?
Uh-huh.
I only eat popcorn when I listen to podcasts.
I'm about to listen to a podcast.
Oh, really? Which one?
Probably the podcast on Haunted Hill.
Is that the one with the two guys with the beards?
Yeah, Dan and Gav.
Dan and Gav. Yeah, that podcast was scary. I liked it.
Most episodes, they look at 2 different horror movies. Each episode, they look at A World of the Strange, where they look at weird things from around the world. Sometimes they even do special episodes where they look at different genres or directors' discographies and talk about them.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Maybe.
So where can I find the podcast on Haunted Hill?
Or you could go to legionpodcast.com, Facebook, Twitter, or just go into iTunes and search for the podcast on Haunted Hill. So, are you gonna ask me out?
Well, folks, we're all cleaned up. We're all dried out. We're all cried out if we were that type of white people, but we're not. Damn glad to finish another episode of this show for you people, and damn glad to have the company I keep, because we're not, deplorable human beings. Only when we really want to be, okay? So we got that going for us. X, I know you mentioned that Kiss the Goat is coming. Any developments on that, my friend?
It is still coming. It is still in pre-production. My backup drive for all the stuff died, so I'm having to recreate almost every single element of the show, and it's taking longer than I want it to, but still, your patience will be rewarded. It's going to happen, and I will let you know when.
No complaints here. I just was bringing it up because you mentioned it. It was.
Yeah.
I had no idea about the drive. I had no idea.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed out by that. So a little bit more pre-production than I had anticipated, but I'm not going to let that stop me from creating fine entertainment for all of you out there for $3 a month.
Do it, man. Oh my gosh. Next show you will hear, and I can't really tell you for sure because if you guys had followed me on social media, you'll know that my uncle Eric, my mother's oldest brother, has been in the hospital. He's out of the ICU now. He's in a regular room now, so that's a plus. His heart issues are still there, but no longer in peril. Now he's learning how to get his muscle tone back and start walking around the correct way and stuff again. So I'm gonna do a bunch of shows for him eventually, either by myself or if anybody wants to sit in with me. Which I'm calling the "Don't Call Me Jimmy" series, which James Stewart and James Cagney are 2 of his favorites. So I'm going to give them a film each on a show that's either going to include these guys or not include these guys. They're more than welcome if they want to sit in with me. I just don't know when those are going to be recorded. But the first ones you'll hear of that are The Naked Spur for Mr. James Stewart, and for James Cagney, what is the I had the title of this freaking movie. I forget the title of it. It's a good old gangster James Cagney movie. I hear it's a pretty good one too, but I'm gonna try to stay away from the Capra stuff and the Hitchcock stuff for Jimmy Stewart, just in case you want to do it later. And plus, I think it's more fun to dig into, the lesser known stuff, and see how good that stuff is. So, Anka, if you're listening to this, sorry for the filthy language, but because he's a very church going man, and I love him to death. So I told him we keep it PG on those shows because it won't hurt his feelings, but it might hurt my Aunt Laura's holy roller feelings. So she might be listening too, and I might get some looks next time I see her. So I don't want to do that, but yeah, the next regular show you'll hear for sure is including one of the films I talked about and what I've been watching like a couple episodes ago. Um, we're gonna do like child phenoms. I forget what I called this show. We're gonna do The Wizard with Fred Savage and Luke Edwards, where he's a video game phenom. Luke Edwards is, and chess phenom Josh Waitzkin, and Searching for Bobby Fischer as a big favorite of mine. I want these guys to watch that for sure, and hopefully enjoy it for the same reasons why I enjoy it, because we'll get into that when we talk about it. Two films from my childhood, so yeah, there's that small age gap between us, but I think we'll have the same feelings about these things. That's about it for this one. I've dragged on long enough. Legion Patreon, go join that. Early releases, video episodes of Two Drink Minimum commentaries, $2 a month. You guys know what to do. Go, if you're listening to this on the fly, go subscribe to us and leave a review. I know it's harder to do to type words on the screen, but I'm saying that as a joke because nobody hardly ever does it, So it's not no offense to you guys, but it just seems real hard to do sometimes. But I've exhausted all the options for these deplorable characters. We all have. But this has been the Simbi podcast. We got the time. No, I mean you got beef. We got the grinder. You guys know it, right? Yeah. Bye bye now.
Oh, God.